Hey guys, before we get started on the video today, I wanted to talk about a couple of things real quick. I do have a TCG player if you guys want to help support the channel. Anything that I sell on here I usually use towards the channel, whether it be better equipment, more video ideas, things like that that I can spend on working on it. I use it for that. As well, I have a eBay channel that I do sell pretty regularly, deck cores as well as other kind of card game stuff and things like that. So you'll see a lot more of that coming up here on this channel too. So please reach out to me on eBay if you're coming from the channel and just say, hey Drew, saw your video, I'm interested in this item, and I'll throw you an extra discount. Okay, but that's it for me, so let's get back to the video. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back. True Knight here. So today I want to go over currently how I have Whitewoods built. It's a very simplistic deck profile. There's no real like sauce to it or anything like that. No Centurion, no Runic. This is just pure Whitewood. So I wanted to kind of start from that before and see if I take a liking to this deck and try out test hands and stuff, because if not, I'm just going to sell it and probably get the new Lorcana set stuff with it. I do make good money and able to buy a lot of products, but I am kind of giving myself like a budget and taming back a little bit just because I've been burnt by a couple of TCGs now and I'm just kind of not wanting to spend money stupidly. So I've decided that instead of just investing more and buying more decks and things like that, I'm just going to sell decks that I don't want to use, because I do have like off the top of the dome I can count probably like 8 deck cores off the top of my head that I have, and I haven't played in 4 months, so why? You know I do YouTube creation, but I could easily do these deck profiles on like Dueling Book. I just like to do it on paper for you guys, but I could save myself an arm and a leg by doing that and then investing in other TCGs that are kind of progressing. Which this is not a shit on Konami video, by the way. It's just Lorcana really is starting to get fun for me, and I'm really enjoying the way the new set looks, and I'm enjoying the fact that probably the week after that release of that new set, we're going to get another set release and spoilers, and then they haven't even introduced cards yet that interact on your opponent's turn. They haven't introduced like dual monsters with like 2 different colors, things like that. So I'm really excited for the future of that game. But I wanted to give this a try and look at it beforehand. I have shown you guys a video of like what I'm doing for the upcoming format in Yu-Gi-Oh! As far as like a ban list and how I'm preparing for that. And I did choose 3 decks. I chose Sword Soul, Voiceless Voice, and Ice Barrier, but kind of leaning away from that. I'm actually liking Tenpai more. I haven't even playtested Tenpai, to be completely honest, but I have the entire deck with Trident, Samurai Destroyer, all the stuff. I have all of it, and haven't even tried it. It just looks fun when I watch it on streams, and it's in like either you got it or you don't kind of deck, where I could like look at other TCGs and just kind of play a dumb deck. This is very intricate, this is very combo oriented, this is like, you really need to know the ins and outs of this deck to succeed, because if somebody like me were to pick it up, playtest for a week, I'd go X5 at locals. Sword Soul I could pick up and probably hold my own and top with at locals, I'm very confident. It's just, I've been playing that deck for 3 years, so yeah. But with a deck like Tenpai, you kind of, like somebody broke it down for me before, is that Tenpai picks you up where you fall down. So it's kind of that way. But Whitewood's here today. The deck we're here to look at is pretty interesting. It's a gorgeous deck. It's amazing artwork. Really wish they would put this kind of work into all their decks, because some of the decks you're just kind of like, that artwork looks cheesy or it just looks dumb. I really wish they would put this kind of detail into all their decks. So, but without further ado, let's get right into it. So, again, very straightforward. So I'm playing 3 Estrel, 3 Ez, 3 Sylvie, and 2 Rukia. Rukla, sorry. I think this is the correct ratios for the pure version. I don't see a problem with the way that the deck plays under these current situations with these monsters the way it is. I think it's fairly strong, and I think it can hold its own. And the way that you play it, just pure, you can afford to put in a whole bunch of non-engine. So, and then we play for the spells and traps. We're just playing 2 tails and 1 woes. So, again, very straightforward, very simple. You don't play the other 2 spells; they're not really any good. But you could play a third of this, but I just choose not to. So. And then we do play the Toy Box engine, so 3, 1, 3. I think this is kind of, it reminds me, reminiscent in the sense of like Sword Soul Tenny, like really hardcore. Like these are your Tennies, these are your Sword Souls. It's just weaker, in my opinion, and I hate to trash on it because it's gorgeous and people love it. Like instantly got a following and all that stuff, but that's what reminded me so much of Sword Soul. This is essentially the new Sword Soul deck, where you're just going to go into Synchro, and any kind of generic Synchro support that comes out in the future, people are going to mix it in with Whitewoods in a sense, and try and mess with it. I'm just more of a fan of Sword Soul. I like the story behind it, I know the deck inside out, and I have a lot more fun with that deck. And I'm hopeful that in the future, when we get more Synchro monsters, Sword Soul can compete in some way. Damn, I say we may even get Sword Soul support in the future, but very highly unlikely. But I mean, look, we got Satellar Knight support 10 years after the deck came out, so all hope may not be lost. Sword Soul came out in 2027, maybe in 3 years, or 2017, maybe in 3 years we can get some Sword Soul cards. Yeah, so yeah, that's it for these. Non-engine, we are playing 3 Ash. I am playing 3 Veiler, 3 Nib. These are just the strongest hand traps in the format right now. As of now, it's August 6th, so who knows? Maybe by the time I post this video, the ban list announcement will already come out, and these are no longer the thing, but we'll see. And then I am playing 2 Bestials in the main, just because of Fiendsmith, and because you have light and dark monsters in your deck. It synergizes really well. It can be a last minute, last stand kind of card when your opponent's trying to attack you for game, because like I said, I feel like this extra deck is a lot weaker compared to other Synchro decks, and so help like this really goes a long way. Playing 2 of my favorite cards while I still can. I still am a big proponent that this is going to be on the next ban list. I think we're going to see this probably go to 1 or banned. So play it now while you guys can, in my guesstimation. Really sad to see this go if it does, but it would be really cool if it stuck around. So, one call by, you do want to side deck crossouts because you want to go off on if you're going first, but it's good to at least have a little bit of defense. And then 3 imprint. So the last 3 cards of the deck are kind of a tech because it goes along with our extra deck. I am playing the Trick and a Zran, and I am playing Sword Soul Iris. Yeah, I saw this at the tourney just like everybody else did at Nats. It went hard, and whenever I get a chance to play Sword Soul I will. So that's it for the main deck. It is 41 cards. It's my favorite number 4 deck right now. I feel like any creative player should always be playing 41 because there is that one card in the Yu-Gi-Oh! That will probably just be a good card that if you draw it, you never mind seeing it. For me, it's Talents. Never mind drawing into it, even if I'm going first or second. Would love to draw into it. So I think you should always have that card. And then for extra deck, going along with that logic, we are playing the Rabbit. So I just think that she's very strong. She can grab a trap. I know it could be cause for playing Impermanent 1, but I just choose to play Impermanent 3 because of going second. So. And then we play 1 of each of the new Synchros. Again, this deck is gorgeous. This is probably by far my favorite art I have seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! In probably like, I don't know, 8 or 10 months. So I just think that this card is gorgeous. But it sucks because this deck just it doesn't have a boss. Yeah, you have Calamity, you have the generic support like that and everything, but you need a... I feel like this deck needs a boss monster. I know this card is strong and powerful, but it's weak. You can summon friggin' Drewsworm and then link off with it and destroy it. You know, like, it's just... Yes, you have tons of recursion, you have all that stuff. It's just... I don't know. This deck is just... There's something about it that's just not my cup of tea. Maybe it's just because I'm biased towards Sword Soul that... I just inherently don't like this. I'm playing one Zapper Shrimp. Haven't really gone into much detail with this. I have barely even comboed with this deck. I've done very basic combos just as like try it out because I built it. But I don't know, man. I'll probably be putting this deck on eBay probably by the end of the day. But like I said again, Shimmering Skies is getting ready to come out and I'm hyped for that set. And I just have a feeling that this deck is just not it for the next format. I feel like it loses hardcore to hand traps. That's why you got a main cross out, in my opinion. But I just decided to put these three in instead. But yeah, we'll go from there. I don't mean to shit talk this deck while I'm doing the profile. It's just the more and more I researched it, the more and more I'm like, this is not my thing. So, playing one Coral Fish, or I'm so sorry. Coral Dragon. This is pretty cool. This is a Spanish copy, but yeah, one Triads Master or Magician. One, I'm playing this. This should be Baron. Konami, this should be Baron. Like, come on, man, please. But playing this in its stead. I am playing this. This also could be Chen Ying, but yeah. Playing Chaos Dragon for Chaos Angel for the protection. The banish effect is pretty nutty. Dispater, it's Dispater. I am playing these two at 12. I just think that those were my two choices because I didn't want to play Calamity and the other Dragon, but I wanted to play something strong. So. And then for XYZs, I'm playing Babushka because you do find yourself losing a lot. Biscular to shut down the grave. And last but not least, you play Telephone. So, that'll do it for me today, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Again, I don't mean to crap talk this deck. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings as a Whitewoods fan. It's just not for me, but I wanted to show it to you guys on how I would play it pure, at least. You probably won't see any more Whitewoods videos on my channel going forward because I have tested this for about... I'd say I tested this for about 4 hours, and I'm just not a fan. I found myself, as soon as I put it down, wanting to just play Sword Soul, and just really missing those combos instead. I know Sword Soul is more linear, this has more flexibility, this gets more advantage and everything like that, but if you know Sword Soul inside out as a synchro deck, and then you pick up a different synchro deck, to me, in my opinion, your deck will just trump it because you're just like, I know the ins and outs of my deck and I know how to play around these situations where I don't in this. And do I really want to spend my time as a full-time dad, full-time working, all those things, trying to learn a new deck like that? You gotta invest your time in places, right? And for me, I know a new format's on the horizon, crap will change, but with the general knowledge I have of Yu-Gi-Oh! Being back in the game for about 4 or 5 years now, this is just appealing to me. So, but if you guys do like the deck, you'll probably see it on my eBay channel. Shoot me a message on eBay if you're interested in buying it. Hey, true, I came from the eBay or YouTube channel, and I'll shoot you a discount. So, that'll be it for me, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, be kind, be respectful of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yes, let's go. Come on. Level head, heavy metal, lead foot up on the pedal.